Hello, today we're going to go over service dogs and how they are important to the disabled community. We will be talking about what service dogs are and why we should care, ways service dogs help and the ways they are protected, some daily struggles that people have with service dogs, and how you can help. So, what are service dogs and why should we care? Service dogs are trained to do work or perform tasks for people with disabilities as defined by the ADA. There are different types of service dogs, such as psychiatric, guide dogs, medical alert, etc. They can be any size, shape, as long as it's considered fit, and they can also be mixed breeds. So, some ways that service dogs are helpful and how they are protected. We will be looking at this video here to go over some basic questions that are very commonly asked.
Some non-ADA approved species would be birds, reptiles, amphibians, anything like that. The only species that are covered for the ADA are dogs and miniature horses. An emotional support animal is just an animal that people have at home, normally like a pet that just is there for their comfort. They have not been trained to mitigate any type of disability. Service dogs have been trained to cover a variety of disabilities such as guide work, migraine alert, seizure alert, diabetes, gluten detection, things like that. As a business, you can definitely ask the two questions of one, is this a service animal? And two, what task has it been trained to perform? If any of the answers come back as emotional support or just comfort, you can definitely kick them out as they are just an emotional support animal. And in fact, if they get upset, it's definitely probably not a service dog because any handler that gets asked those two questions is very grateful and knows that you are there to protect us.
So, how are they protected? Service dogs are protected through something called the ADA or the Americans with Disabilities Act. There are some laws that protect them, as well as Michigan has some laws that also protect service dogs in training. Each of these can be found within each of these links. You are more than welcome to look at them at your own time. Some struggles that service dog handlers face are access issues, people distracting their service dogs, and more, um, such as people sitting here coming up and talking to their dog when they shouldn't be, taking pictures, things like that. These are issues that we have to face on a daily, unfortunately. Here are some examples. I will be very brief with them. A few of them are very short, so that way we can go over these.
Thank you.
So in both of those videos, you did see how the service dogs were being distracted in some form, as well as how there was a pet in there. There are multiple ways that you can help by when the handler is down, 9 times out of 10, just leave them alone. They'll be fine. However, if they are down and unresponsive, you want to wait with them, make sure that they're okay. And if they say they're okay or they don't need anything, then you are more than welcome to leave. Otherwise, if they say, hey, please do this, then you should be fine as well. You do not want to talk to the dog, distract the dog, do anything that really could be compromising to the handler and dog, including touching the human, or touching the dog for that matter, because it can cause harm to that handler. In conclusion, we went over a lot today about service dogs, what they are, what they can do, strugglers that handlers go through, and what you can also do to help see someone if you have a service, they have a service dog.